So to start, I'm using my Smashbox Primer Water Photo Finish. This is basically, it keeps your skin hydrated, it keeps your makeup staying on for longer, so you don't have to keep topping it up if you're going out or you're staying out all day. It's not exactly cheap, but I've used this quite a lot, and you know, and not a lot of it's come out of the bottle at all. So you just want a quick spray and let it dry and go tacky. Using my Maybelline cover stick. This is just to really fill in my dark circles under my eyes, and I might use some on the redness in my eyebrows because I've not long done them. So you just sparsely put this in the areas you really want to cover. And just with one little finger, just smooth it out. You don't want to rub it in completely, because then it looks like as if it's not even worked at all. And with the Maybelline cover stick, it's quite thick, so it is hard to smudge around. Right, once you've done that, you can choose the foundation that you'll want to use, and I'm using Rimmel's Lasting Finish 25-hour foundation. I really like this because it does go on fairly thick, so it does give you that full coverage. Quite not too thick that you look like a doll, but if you put it on thick enough, it will go on quite well. I did start just rubbing it in with my hand, but then I realised that the other day I bought these kabuki brushes from the internet. They're only eBay specials, nothing fancy, but they do the trick. They're really good, really dense brushes, and normally I'd say to, when you buy them, to pull the ends to try and see if any fluff come out, but they're fine. So then you just want to rub it all in. And once you're happy, we can start with highlight and contouring. So to highlight, I'm using Rimmel's Wake Me Up Anti-Fatigue Concealer. This is purposely bought it as a fairly light colour to act as a highlighter. You just want to put this under your eyes, because I've noticed that if my makeup does start to come off, it comes off here first and it winds me up. And a little bit on the forehead, down the bridge of your nose, a little bit by here, and you want to put just a little bit under your cheekbones, because once you've done your contouring you want to try and cut in your cheeks to make it look like that cheekbone does come out quite a bit, and it gives you that more of a framed face. Whereas if you just put contour and then left the rest, it's as if your face is just going to come in like a triangle, and I don't want that. I do want to have some sort of jaw, but I'll tell you how to get rid of these bits, because if you're like me and you're a big girl, this isn't flattering at all. So with your beauty blender, ignore the state of this, it does need a good clean, and if you want to see a video on how to clean your brushes, your beauty blenders, anything, then please comment and let me know. And then you just dab away. This isn't a proper beauty blender, it's not the actual beauty blender. It's another eBay special. I think it was only 99p. But it does work wonders. But I'm not putting you off buying the proper beauty blenders, because I've heard, and once I get paid I probably will go and buy a proper beauty blender, that even though these can be really, really good, the beauty blenders are just second to none. They are the bee's knees. So I will invest in one of them in the near future. And once you've done all that, you can start with the contour. I'm going to use Smashbox contour palette. This is just the powdered palette, and it does come with a little diagram on where to highlight and contour. Now it's all like how you feel about contouring. You can either use the powders like I'm using now, or you can use the liquid contouring kits where they go on, you kind of like make like wall paint, so you paint like a photo or a picture on your face, and you blend it all in with your beauty blender and voila, you're done. All you need to do is powder to set it and you're good to go. Whereas at the moment I'm using the powders because I can put it exactly where I want it, and if I start off little, and if I want a little bit more, then I just keep adding and adding, and once I'm happy then I'm done. So I'm going to start with highlighting first. Oh, another thing, with this Smashbox it comes with a little contouring brush, and because of the angle it does get in right in the corners. You can really blend it out really, really well. So I'm going to start with highlight. In the palette it does look really, really yellow, but once it goes on it does highlight really, really well without looking white. So you just want to put this under your eyes, basically where I put the Wake Me Up concealer earlier. This will set it as well as add to the highlight. And then you want to put this everywhere that you concealed before. You might not be able to see it very well at the moment, but once you start putting the darker colours on, this will pop out quite well. So now I'm going to use the slightly browner shade to that, because I'm going to use the brown shade to really create that shadow, and then I'm going to use the bronzier colour just to blend it out a little bit well. And because if you just use this, I find it makes you look a little bit dirty. That's not nice. So just with that, you want to go from, make a line literally from your ear down to your mouth, and that's where your cheekbone should be, like the under edge of your cheekbone. So you want to make this bit come out a little bit more. And really blend it out, because it is the worst when you're out and about and you see somebody that's obviously tried to contour but they've not blended, and it's just like line, edge, and you can see where the highlight and contour is, and it's just like, no. So then you just want to go around the face now. Like, I've naturally got quite a big forehead, so I try to darken these bits quite a lot to bring it in a little bit, and then just highlight this bit of my forehead, so I'm not highlighting everything that makes it go like forehead. And I'm just going to bring it round and add it to my cut cheekbone. And exactly the same on the other side. I try to get it right into my hair, because another pet hate of mine is where you see people that have done a gorgeous face, yet you can tell where the makeup stops and where the scalp is. And yeah, it can go in your hair, but it only takes a baby wipe just to literally dab your hair and take off the powder. Or even a hairdryer. If you're using powdered contour kits, then a hairdryer will literally take it straight off your hair. And obviously if you use the Smashbox Primer Photo Finish afterwards, once you've finished everything, that helps it keep everything on. So if you use a hairdryer, blast it away, and it'll also dry the primer water. Right, and now I'm going to get rid of my epic double chin, and you just want to create a jawline that's not really there. And I've done that quite dark, so I'm just going to rub it off. Right, and now I'm just going to use the browner colour of them both. I'm just going to add this slightly to my cheeks, just to give them that little bit of colour. Right. And to really give it that highlight, that shine, like if you're looking in the camera, and instead of just looking that porcelain flat finish, you are going to take a little fan brush, dead thin, dead fluffy, and I'm cheating, I'm using 17 Instant Glow Gold Bronze Shimmer Brick, and this is really, it's an eyeshadow set, but I use it as highlights because look at that shine. So fabulous! And then I'm just going to lightly brush, and then brush on to where I really want to shine. And can you see that? Kill me. Kill me. Oh, isn't it beautiful? So sorry. I forgot to contour my nose. So what I do is squish the brush so it gets slightly thinner. I dab it very lightly, very lightly, and I literally bring that down the nose. And blend, and hopefully that's really brought my nose in, because I have got the tiniest nose in the world and it is quite wide, so I just like to cut it in, bring it in a little bit. Back to highlighting, and I only want to add a little bit of this to my nose. So that is my highlight and contour video. I really hope you like it and hope it's useful. I did post on my personal Facebook, what would you rather, a highlight and contour or a smoky eye with an eyebrow tutorial, but the contour and highlight ended up winning, so my next videos should hopefully be a smoky eye and eyebrow tutorial. Please like, subscribe, comment with ideas and your opinions, it really helps me, and stay tuned, many more videos to come. Bye.